All right, well, welcome to Wednesday night skill building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight is all about skill building, navigating the Charleston, forming different categories and hands, switching out hands, and having a lot of fun against the bots. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All righty, perfect. All right, well, here we are at I Love Maj, and we're at the play game launch pad, and we are playing against the level 2 bots. They're pretty tough as well. I did an experiment. I wanted to see how the level 1 bots were with doing beginner sort of things, and the only thing I really noticed in the few games that I played is that they consistently passed flowers in the Charleston, which the intermediate and advanced players don't do. So that's definitely in their programming. And I also had some very interesting situations when I've been playing with Randy at night. And that is, I'm pretty firm with my don't stop the Charleston unless you have one really good hand. Well, last night, or maybe it was the night before and last night, I had two situations where I really was put in a situation where I had to stop the Charleston. I mean, I was very close, but I still did have 3 tiles to pass, but it would have meant passing a flower. And I don't like to pass flowers during the Charleston just because I feel they're a gift. They're needed for pairs in a lot of hands and for quints in 2 hands and kongs in several. So when you give a flower to somebody and they're already thinking of doing a hand with a flower in it, you've given them a gift. But there were 2 situations where that occurred, and maybe next week I could actually share those. I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize our connectivity tonight. Maybe I could share those because I did take pictures of them and it would be a fun thing to talk through. So I think that I need to have the attitude that do anything in your power that you can not to pass a flower, but there are going to be time, I mean, to stop the Charleston, not to stop the Charleston, but there are going to be times where you're in a situation where you might have more than, or less than the 3 tiles, but one of them might be the flower. So anyway, we'll do that next week. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the game here and sort by suit. And I have 3 flowers to begin with. Of course, I almost made the singles and pairs hand, the 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9 second hand last night. Would you not know, or you would know if you're a Mahjong player, I didn't see a flower the entire night. I was set up about halfway through for that hand, and all I needed to do was get at least 1 flower to be able to call Mahjong on a discard. Never saw a flower. The next game, what did I get? Flowers consistently, and I ended up not even playing with flowers. But anyway, we're going to start out with our multiples. Of course, we have the multiples of flowers here, and we have a pair of 4s. And starting out with your multiples is a good place to start because it is a strength in your hand. But you guys know that not necessarily. I'm going to keep those pairs all the time, depending on what happens during the Charleston. Sometimes I've had to break them up and not use them. But to begin with, I have a possibility with like numbers and 4s here. And I do have an east and west, so that could be line 1 or line 3 right now in like numbers for sure. And I do wish the multiplication hand was in the same suit, but it's not. But I do have 2 6s. So you never know when I might be able to work out with a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, but wouldn't need the 4 flowers. I would only need a pair of flowers. So let's see if there's a reason for me to keep any of this other stuff down here. The 9, of course, I would normally keep the 8 for 2, 4, 6, 8, but I do have to pass 3, and I don't love to pass the soaps during the Charleston, but I think in this particular case, I have to choose between the 8 or the soap. And I know there is a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, line 3, that has the matching dragon to the suit, which there would be the 2, 4, 6, 8 with the BAMs. Not loving that because I wouldn't be able to use my flowers. All right, let's see if there's anything else that maybe I could do. Look, this could turn into a consecutive run, 4, 5, 6, with the flowers, with the pair of flowers. Line 3 under consecutive run. I think I'm going to give up I do like, though, the bottom concealed hand under 2, 4, 6, 8 as well. So maybe I will pass this and keep the rest of this right now and see what happens on the next pass, because I do have so many options right here. It's really pretty. Let's see what goes on here. All right, well, I didn't get anything in what I am collecting, did I? Well, sometimes it's okay, because I could just say, you know what, I'm just going to pass it on. Sometimes I get asked, but that's such a beautiful pass. Sure, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 right there. It is, but I'm not going to worry about every pass that I make, with the exception of trying to keep to a few basic rules, which I talked about earlier, trying not to pass flowers and definitely not passing a pair. So I'm okay with doing that. Well, here we go. I got an 8 in, so the bottom concealed hand, 2, 4, 6, 8, is right there with only, I don't need 3 flowers, but it would be right there. It's really pretty. So I'm going to go, and now I got an extra east. So if I'm doing, I could change things up and do east-west with the run, but that wouldn't make sense with my 3 flowers right now. So I'm going to do this and this. And if I keep the 4, the like numbers with 4s is starting to look a little bit more on the weaker side. It looks like, but I might need this for 2, 4, 6, 8. So I don't want to give that up either. And it looks like 2, 4, 6, 8 is really the direction I might be going in. So I'm going to do that. Don't love to do this here, but oh no, this is a first left, so I could do a blind pass. So hoping that Agatha will pass that east on if I have to give the east again, but we'll see. Let's do the blind pass. All right, not much came in here, of course. I'm not going to start thinking about the any like numbers with the red at all. So I'm going to pass the red. I'm going to continue the red, the 3, and the west here. So let's see how this works out. All right, I got another 8 in. So that bottom concealed 2, 4, 6, 8 hand is looking pretty nice. Of course, I need more tiles. I need my pair of 2 dots. I need another 8 BAM, but that could happen. We have a whole game to play in. And now I'm in this situation here. So I think I'm going to just give the 4 away instead of doing the east and the west. To me, even though I do want the 4, putting an east and west together in a pass, especially since there's already another east out there. Oh, that hand is so popular. I'm finding multiples are playing. More than one player is playing with the east-west with that little mini consecutive run. It's crazy. So I'll do this. And I did get my other pair. So now my big thing would be to get at least Actually, I've got my pair already. So I was saying, I think I might have said mistakenly pair of twos. I don't need a pair. I need a pung of twos for that hand. So that's looking really pretty right there. What would be my backup hand if that doesn't work? Well, it's going to be some other combo of one of the other 2, 4, 6, 8 hands in there. And I'm not going to worry about that right now until I am forced to make a decision about that. So for my last right, I'm going to do these two. Again, not giving up that east right now, and I'll discard that early. Who knows? West could have the other east and west right now and be very happy if I give that to him. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these two. And I got back an east. Well, what do you know? So I could either take my chances and do 2 with the 2 and again dump the east early, which I think I'm going to do. Let's see if I get one more tile in. Nope, but I got a north back. I mean, a north in, not back. Never saw that before. Interesting. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the winds early. It's advisable to get rid of them early if you're not playing with them. Again, it has been proven over and over with my playing online that multiple players are playing this third hand down with north, south, and the mini consecutive numbers or the east and west. And so I've been like fooled a few times thinking nobody's playing them. And then all of a sudden, middle of the game, somebody calls it. So I'll go ahead and get those out early. And let's see if we can get in some 2 dots. I will hold any of my 2, 4, 6, 8 while I am discarding anything in another category in case I need to have a backup hand. So we'll see what happens. There's that 4 crack I gave up. I'm going to move this down for right now, but I may need it for a multiplication hand. You never know. Let's see. 6 times 8 equals 24. Right there. So, I mean, 48 I need. I need 4 times. Nope. I don't have anything even close to deciding on committing to that hand right now. And I do know a lot of beginners will be like, oh, I have 4. I can call it. And then I'll just play that hand. Hey, it may come in for you. I do have the 8, 6 times 8 equals 48, but I am not set up yet to be able to call the 6 dot or the 8 bam. So I would not lock myself into that one hand right now. So I'll just say ignore. If I get a joker or 2, you never know. So I just got in 1, 2, and that hand is really forming nicely right there. Oops. I didn't want to put that over there. God knows, Phyllis knows. She's thinking, Debbie, move that 8. You might discard it. She knows me. All right, so I'll get rid of this. I'm going to hold the flower for a while to see what is happening here. But I just need a couple of jokers and I'll be happy. Or maybe 1. All right. You know, good backup hand would be 2 crack, 4 crack, 6 and 8 dot something, but nope, not even going to consider anything like that right now. And again, with this, I'm not going to consider keeping this at this point. All right, well, that's a good reason to get it out there. Oh, there's 1 joker. And now, let's see, I need 1 more good pick after I discard to be set. So let's see how this works out. Let's see, I'll do the 2. That's another good reason. When I see players calling the tiles that I get out, that's an example of why we want to get fresh tiles out as early as possible, because if you hold them, these players are getting their hands set up, and later we'll call those tiles for Mahjong. I'd always rather them call for an exposure early. I wanted that joker, but nope. I'm just going to go ahead and keep discarding. I'm not going to keep that flower too long, but I'd love someone else to discard a flower and maybe one of the other players call it with a joker, so I could do a little joker exchange. Okay. There's a 6, and I don't need that right now. All right, there we go. All right, so we need either a 2-dot, a joker, or a 6-dot to make this hand. So let's see if we're going to get lucky to get that. And here we go. Who's going to call it? Nobody. Don't need that for sure. One of the nice things about staying concealed like this, even if you have an exposed hand and you have the ability to stay concealed, is nobody knows what you're playing. Because if I had exposures up and the bots have that intelligence built in to know enough that I'm playing what I'm playing, they hold the tile. So in this case, I shouldn't have to worry about that. So, oh, nobody's using those flowers, are they? All right, so the Wests went out early, and I'd be shocked if someone called it. And I shouldn't say that. Oh boy. Okay, so now we have 3, 4. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 4 in one suit or two suits, or maybe a 2, 3, 4 or a 3, 4, 5 with the pair of flowers in the front. If she's using flowers and I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then she could be in big trouble. So all right, come on. Maybe Agate playing 1 and 2 dots, or 3, 4 with 5 and 6 dots. Oh, this is a hot tile because I don't think I remember hearing this or seeing this. Nope. But it's still 37 tiles. We're now in the almost at the third part of the game. So for the beginning, middle, and end. So we're almost in the end game. I'm still good to throw this because I'm set for sure to Mahjong, and I would take a chance now. Ooh, no call. I'm getting everyone but what I need, right? Every time I see a tile that's in my hand, I get a little bit like, ooh, no. Uh-oh is right. Here we go. I'm going to go for it because I still can make Mahjong. That's my question always. And yep, this is a hot one. Here we go. All right, well, it's a call rather than a, but look what I got. I beat you to it, Wes and Agata. All right. Well, that really came in nicely. That's the way you want your hand to come in, right? All right, let's see what Joe was playing. Joe was playing 2, 3, 4, 5. We were both playing with the 4s. And that's consecutive run line 7. And then Wes was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And I know that I helped him out with that hand by what I passed. And then consecutive run line 3 for Agata. And also everybody was set. Wow, it was a race. Look at that. Everybody was set. So I just I was the luckier one there. All right, let's start again. Oh, I love it when I don't start with jokers again. Woohoo. All right, so let's start with our pairs and build on that. Ones and nines. I remember a year there was a hand, and I keep wanting to find it, with ones and nines. I think there was pairs in the middle, 3, 5, 7. And I keep looking to see if that's there, but it's not. But anyway, I've got that. So I certainly would keep the 3 crack anyway for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 possibility. I could keep the ones for any like numbers with ones. And if I'm going to keep 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I might want to try to keep as much of it as I can. Looking at what I have here, I also have like numbers with nines, maybe stronger, but I also have a lot of low end odds without any fives right now, but I can't keep everything. So I have got to give something up. Let's see what else I could see here. Ones. Not too much going on here. Looks like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, maybe like numbers. Do I want to keep the nines or the threes? That's going to be the question here. I guess I'll keep the 9. Can't keep everything, right? All right, again, nothing that I would really want to keep at this point. Maybe I would want to keep the green, but oh, there's definitely a hand in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 that would work out with that right there. 1, 3, that's hand line number second from the bottom. I would need the 5 dot, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna give that up right now. All right, so I got a 3, and let's see if there's anything else I could do. You know, once you start getting some run numbers in, you start looking at different things. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I would need the pair up here. And I don't have any jokers, so I wouldn't be looking at anything in the quint section at this point. Oh boy. All right, let me get rid of this. Any like numbers is also a little stronger now. 1, 3. Yeah, see, this is a situation where I think I'm going to be looking at maybe 1, 3, 5, the lower end odds. 1, 3, 5. I mean, that fourth hand down under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I have not made that yet. I've got pieces of it, but I definitely don't have that whole hand. I'm not even close to it, actually. It's very weak. So I am, just because I don't want to get stuck having to possibly pass the pair or my flower, I'm going to break that 9 up right now and work on like numbers, 1s or 3s, 1, 3, 5 low end odds. We'll see how it works out. Okay, did anything else come in that I could use? Not really. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do this. Again, nothing really came in here. I could even look at 3, 6, 9, but then I have to get rid of the other stuff. Let me see. Let's just take a quick look. 369, mixed suit, third hand down with the flowers, with the pair of flowers. Right there, 369. I don't know. That 369 is a nice, I like that category a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there I could do with 369. So do I want to break this up now and see if I get more 369s in? Ooh, kind of feeling it. Kind of feeling it there. I know I might be crazy, but I think I'm going to do that. Changing it all together up. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pass this and this and this. Let's see what goes on. Nothing. Oh, and I got a 5 in. Oh, well. I'm just going to get rid of it. 1, 3, 3, 5. I'm just going to do it. All right. Well, not a thing came in. I do have 1, 3, 3, 5 in cracks, but boy, what a mixed bag this is. All right, let's see the way this is going to take us. Now I get another 3 cracks. I'm going to just dump whatever is not in my 1, 3, 3, 5 category right now and maybe see what happens. 3, 6, 9 may not be in the stars tonight because obviously I can't call that right now. I do need some jokers. I need some help here. Don't need that. Okay, I could call it if I wanted to commit to the second hand down under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but I'm not going to lock myself into anything right now because I really don't know what I'm playing yet. Could be 3, 6, 9 still. And there's a lot in there that's in my favor. All right, I'm going to, let's see, 3, 6, 9. There's a lot there. I'm going to get rid of this here because this was in my hand throughout the Charleston. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Look at that. Okay. All right. Well, we will definitely take the 9, whether we need a 9 or use it as a 9 or whatever. We're going to take it and grab it. And I'll get rid of the north. Would like it for 3, 6, 9, but can't call it right now. Too early. Okay. With the 2s up there, not that I know that Wes is playing like numbers with 2s, but I'll get him out anyway. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's interesting too. I just saw that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe I will keep that for a little bit, get the 8 out right now. I don't remember. Well, those are pairs as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's not going to work out in my favor. But I'll get rid of this first. I'll get rid of those. Oh, so now we know it's not any like numbers with 2s. So 2, 4, bam, 6, 8 crack is the magic hand for Wes. Okay. Again, I would like that, but I can't call it. 3 dot. See, I'm in the challenging mode right now where I need everything, but I can't make a commitment at this point. So I'm going to have to let that go unless I commit to it and take it here. Leaves the 5s very weak. Still need another tile to be able to call the 1. I just can't commit right now. So I got to let it go. I hate to do that, but I do have to. Bummer. Oh, geez, now I get that in. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Phyllis, would you call it and push the hand? I don't know if Phyllis is frozen or if she's like thinking. Oh, it looks like Phyllis is frozen. Are you frozen, Phyllis? She is. Hang on, let me look and see if I can pull it. Oh,
No, I would probably call it.
ah, I
I
already,
mean, you really have crowd there.
I know, I know. And
So,
again, I need another good several picks. I mean, one to cover the one crack to call it. I could maybe end up
but
with
the other
like
one is
them.
the other
Maybe
three dots out. So,
exactly, exactly. I think I'm kind of being forced at this point to call it.
right.
I may be sorry if I don't. So I think I'll go ahead and call it. Let's see how this works out. Oh, there goes one. Maybe like numbers will happen too. Okay. All right. Let's look around, make sure I don't miss a choker exchange. 1335. Nope. See, I don't have a joker. I can't even call that for 1335. Whew. That's good for the any like numbers. And since there's 9 BMs exposed up there, I could make that my later discard since it should be fairly safe. But as we found out, there's never a guarantee on any tile. So that's never a hard and fast rule. It just makes it a little safer than others, but somebody needs it for, let's see, what hand could it be? It could be the singles and pairs 369 hand. You never know. You just never know. Uh, although I have 3-3 cracks, so I don't think so. But anyway, they're never safe, these tiles. Could always be used with jokers, so ignore. And one bam. Okay. Not happening right now. Okay. I actually could have kept the green possibility for the 1-3. No, I can't because I already called that. Forget that. Oh, there goes a 3 bam. No jokers. Can't call it. And 6. Don't need that at all. Oh, I gave it to Joe. That was early. All right, Joe, you got me out of my misery. Thank you. And look who competing with Joe for the 369. How do you like that? That's the second hand he was playing, the 369 with sixes. Wow, that's crazy. And he had a 3 bam if I was going like numbers. So good job, Joe. Nice. And then Wes was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, still far from it, line 1. Either, I think, line 1 on the second side of that, on the right side, rather. And then Agatha was playing line 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and missing quite a bit of her tiles. I mean, yeah, line 3, one. Oh no, line 3 on the right side. Sorry, not missing quite a few, but just actually not quite set. All right, so we'll start. Joe, good job. Good job. Okay, I started with the Joker and I have a pair of Wests. So I'm going to work around the West since I have one of every other tile, but I need to make sure that I do keep some other backup too. So when I get to West like that, I'll keep as many run opportunities as I can. And let's see what we can do here. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3. And then that's kind of like a mishmash of tiles here. So we're not really working in a category at this point. And I would like to be working in a category such as evens or odds, or maybe consecutive numbers. Like if I keep the 2, 3, 2, 3 here, that might help a little bit. Even I have a bit of 3, 6, 9. Well, I can't keep it all. So let's see what I'm going to keep. So I do have a nice amount of 3, 6, 9. So I think what I'll do is, I think I'll give this up. See if I can keep an eye on 3, 6, 9s and see what happens in my run. See if I get any more wins in. And I'm talking about line 3 under Winds and Dragons on the right side, or anything else that could happen. All right, let's try this. So I did get a 3. I did get 2 9s. Now I'm really loving the fact that I have quite a bit of 3, 6, 9 going on here. But I do want to keep, maybe to keep, look at that though, 3, 6, 9 is very pretty there. And there's quite a bit that I could do with 3, 6, 9. So I don't know that the East and West is going to work out right now. I can get rid of these. Then I'm going to be on my first left so I could break it up. So I'll do this. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do the 8 because the 8 is needed for here. If I want to think of East, West, 8, 9. Oh, my. I could give this up. Could give that up and still do 3, 6, 9 with the 3s if I need to. All right, let's give it one more shot. And I could always get that 9 back if I do need it. So let's give it one more shot. All right, nothing came in, but I do need to make a decision now. You just never know. I may get in tiles that I need and I don't want to get stuck. So I do have these 3. I'll break that up. Watch, I'm going to get 2 East in or something crazy, right? I'll keep this. Oh, I got that now. Hold on a second. Now I got to rethink this. I didn't even see that. Geez, I'm like too quick here. Look at that. 8, 9. See that? 8, 9, East and West. Ooh, I got to do that. I got to keep that, I believe. 3, 6, 9. I still can keep, I mean, I do want both of these, but, and this is a first left. So let's see what happens if I do a blind pass. I didn't even realize that I had that pair that came in. Wow. Okay. So yes, I'm going to continue 100%. This is not a situation where I'm like really torn about what to do. And I'll continue and I'll do this one. Pretty pass. Oh, see that? Either, no matter what way you go, It's always, something's always going to come up where you have to make some kind of choice and keep something. And I think I'm just going to break these up since I already have the 3, 6, 9 in one suit. Yeah, I can't keep everything. Oh, look at that. I got an East. Yay. All right. Well, I am going to do 2 here since I had to break up the 3 and give it. I'll just do 2 and then discard that early in case somebody has it and they're going to be using it. So let's see what happens. Okay, I'll do 2. All right, let's see what happens here. As a crazy backup, I could keep that for right now. Far stretch, but look at that. Oh my goodness. Not that I'm going to do anything in 3, 6, 9 at this point, but I still have that 3, 6, and 9 dam intact. I need flowers for that hand. Ooh, something is saying 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. Let's see what else I could do. 9s, 3s. Nah. I mean, if I were to, doesn't make sense. At this point, I think this is still the better hand right here. So I'll keep that 3, 6, 9 still intact. And let's see if I could think of what other else I'd keep that. So I'll start with these. Just keeping the 3, 6 dot 6, 9 bam open right now, but you know, it doesn't look like I'm going to end up using something like that as a backup, which would be line number 1 on the left side. We'll just go with this. Let's just start here. If I get one more joker, it'll be nice. So nope. Definitely not the north. So now I would not be surprised if someone else wasn't also playing east and west and they ended up giving that east up for at some point in their passing. Okay, so I'm going to call and commit to that hand. Don't love to commit to one hand like this, but I am going to since I don't need to use a joker. That would be line 3 on the right side. Okay, there's an 8 dot. Do I want to call it at this point since I am committing? I might as well. I'm going to need another good pick for the 9 in the east, but hopefully I will get it. Or maybe my joker exchange, which I never have been getting these swaps on my own rack. So we'll do it. Since I've committed, makes sense to do it. See, I knew they were going to take it from me. All right, what's not out here? There's 2 1-bams out. I know there's 6-bam, 2 6-bams. Is there a 3-dot out anywhere? There's 1. Is there a 3-bam out? The 3-bam is not out. I don't see it. So that means that needs to go out first, just in case someone's playing it, whether they call it or not. Better to get it out early. All right, so now all of the tiles are out. Are this the 3-dot? Maybe the 3-dot is not. Oh, there is one early, so. And the 9 crack, where's the 9 crack? Hold on. I don't see the 9 crack. Actually, this one has to go first. Am I missing it? I thought I saw it. There it is. All right, so I'll do the 3-dot. That went out earlier. You couldn't tell in a real, when you're playing in person, what went out earlier. You have a little advantage in online to do that. So I'll go ahead and get this out. Okay, I just need a joker. I'm not going to be picky, just one. So not, okay, they're all out. Now I'm just duplicating things. We don't know what anybody's playing yet. Okay, so we've got 2 exposures up there, and the 6 crack is not available. It was discarded in the first row. So it's either going to be 4, 5, 6 with the pair of flowers at the beginning. That's the consecutive run, line 3 on the right side, or 5, 6, 7 with the 3 suits. So 5-bam, 6 crack, 7-dot, or 4-dot, 5-bam, 6 crack. We could probably get a good idea if we see if there's 7-dot, how many 7-dots are out. 1, 2, 3. How many 4-dots are out? 1, 2. Whew. I'd say probably 4 dots over that, but okay. Anyway, ignore here. And don't need that. Okay, don't need that, but it is, it was out early. This might, no, there's 2 out early. Okay. I wonder if Wes is playing 5, 7, 7, 9 and has playing with my 9s. Gee. We're getting down to 18 tiles. I have a competitor for sure. There's no doubt about it. And somebody's holding my East too. Or playing with them. Huh? That would be funny. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 suit run would be in competition with Joe here, or 4 crack, 5 crack, 6-bam, 7-bam. That's the second from the bottom on the right side under consecutive run. Let's see about 4 cracks out on the board. So I don't see any. And so that's probably what he's playing. 4 crack. Oh no, Agata's got 4 cracks exposed. So regardless of what he's playing, he's got his tiles. Or wait a minute, 5, 7, 7, 9. Hold on, let's look at that too. I'm giving this 9 to call, but it could be his. So how many 7 cracks are out? He could be playing 3 different things, but 5, 7, 7, 9 is what I was thinking before as my competitor. So let's see what happens. I can't call it. Let's see if he calls it. Nope. Interesting. Oh, God, that was a risky tile. Look at that. That is too late for me to get anything at this point with 10 tiles left. Oh my goodness gracious. But if for any reason he's got Wes has a lot of jokers, this would not be smart to throw. So I'm going to hold it right now and throw the 1. Okay, who just broke his hand up? Wes, I think. Wes did? Okay, I want to pay attention to that. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 4 dots. Okay, now we know. I can't call that baby. If I had a joker, I could. Too bad. Okay, so it could be highly, Wes broke his hand up, so I don't think, but at this point now with 5 tiles left, there's no thinking. It's just throwing the safest tiles out there. And for me, the East is going to be what I'm going to throw out right now. They're all, except for the East, so. Okay, so what? Oh my God. Oh my God. How many? 2 tiles left and she got it. 4 times 6 equals 24. Line 4 under 2, 4, 6, 8 on the left side. Oh, wow. That was a good win late like that. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get any jokers. But what was nice is getting, if this had happened earlier, the fact that I could have done 8, 9 bam or 8, 9 crack, that would have been a nice little setup. Those are the kind of things you want to create if you can. Let's see, Wes was playing 5, 7, 7, 9. So he was in competition with me, and I had his 7 crack, but he was already too late. What else? And then 4, 5, 6, we knew that.
Your East.
And my East, yeah. And my East, yeah. Who threw that 1 East when I said risky? That was a risky throw. I don't remember who threw it, but anyway, yep. So it wasn't going to happen, but I got 1 joker. I'm happy, and I have a pair of 8s and a pair of 5s. And the only thing that I can think of that the 5 and 8s work with would be 5, 6 dot, 7, 8, bam. So it's worth holding on to. Other things could happen with it, but we'll see. Then I will keep my 2 and 4 for a possibility of a 2, 4, 6, 8 something. And I have 4 and 6 here. That's also nice. So there's definitely a hand here forming, at least one of them. 2, 4, 4, 6, and 8 is a whole hand in the making right there. That's line number 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Not bad. Not bad. All right, before we get the Charleston, I'm just going to head over and just say hi. You'll all see the YouTube. Just want to say hello. Whoops, and just checking in. Okay. Go back here. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going here. I think because I want to keep all my 2, 4, 6, 8s right now, and we'll see what happens. 5, 6, 7, 8 may not happen. I may have to break up those 5s. Sometimes the pairs work, sometimes they don't, but we'll see what happens here. I got another 5. So now 5 dot 6 dot imaginary 7 BM and 8 BM certainly is a stronger option at this point. Also, I could keep the 4 for sure for 4, 5, 6. And maybe the 2, maybe 1 through 5 will come in the 1 suit for consecutive run line 1. I think though that this is definitely, let's see if there's anything else that I would keep here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to break it up here. And still a nice hand. Still a nice pass. But I think this is what I'm going to do. Okay, what did I get in? Anything to help me out here? 5, 6, woof, like numbers with 8. Too many options. Too many options. That wouldn't be good to change to like numbers when I have a pung of 5s, that's for sure. Okay, what would be my other backup here though? 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6. Maybe 1 through 5. All right, I'm going to do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be 5, 6, 7, 8. The other end too. All right, well, that's a pretty pass. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1 through 5. Let's see. That hand requires a pair of 2s and a conga 3s. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I can't keep everything, can I? I certainly can't keep everything, but this is looking pretty nice. And I think I'm going to see if I can make that work out. If worse comes to worse and I get flowers, I can always do a consecutive run with the pair of flowers, 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to continue, and I am going to, or yeah, if I'm going to keep the run, I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to break it up. I'm going to break that up. I have to. I don't have to. I can do whatever I want, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break it up. All right, nada, but I do like, I'll keep this because of that run, second line down with the opposite dragons in the middle of the run. I think I'll do this. And somebody may end up with that pair, but okay, so now I got that. And I can do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I really want to keep that? I guess I should keep it. I'll do 2. No, I can't do 2 because I've got that 2. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only weak spot is for calling is the 3, and then worrying about the 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to get rid of the 6, and I probably am not going to end up using that green. And maybe I'll get one more in. Let's see. No, I didn't, but I'll do 3. I don't very often have a situation where I have like one suit of tiles that come in like this, but kind of nice. Ooh, early call with 2 jokers in the flowers. Those are going to get sucked up immediately. Watch this. All right, so I'm going to grab that joker, obviously, because if I don't, somebody else is going to. And I need it. So now I can call the 1 dot, call the 3 dots, not happy about putting up 2 jokers with it though. I have my 4 dots pair intact and my 5 dot pungs already intact. So that's nice. Line 1, left side consecutive run. They go quickly, those flower exposures. All right, I'll call it for a Kong. And I always check my card just to make sure everything is good, because you never know. These configurations change each year and you don't want to make a boo-boo. All right, now here's what I would like to happen. Somebody take the other 3 dot, and then I could be jokerless for this hand if I make it. Hopefully Agate is not playing any like numbers with 2 dots. Because that would be sad. Okay, so the 1 dot I need for a pung. And now, as long as Agata doesn't have all my 2 dots, which I doubt it, because it would be a pung for, oh no, it would be a Kong for the 3rd line. Ooh, that would be not good. Oh, there it is. I wasn't jokerless though, but I'm not going to be greedy. All right. Now that came in nice, but you see how it really did turn around, and you just got to stay open and flexible. And the more you know the card, the more you're able to switch and see what the possibilities are. And I don't see all the possibilities. So, it just helps to know that card really, really well. Let's see. Wes was,
Debbie, I saw that at the very beginning, and you passed the 1 dot on the first strike.
Well, good for you, Phyllis.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, we had such a spread of dots that I had even the other side at that time too, Yeah. So I don't know or remember my decision at that point, but I think in the beginning I was doing 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 because I had the 8s, remember?
Right.
That I ended up breaking up. So, it's sometimes until other tiles come in, I don't know. Hard to say, but that's good. Good that you saw that. All right, what was Wes playing? Wes was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line 1, and not very close. Joe, 5, 7, 9. Oh, maybe line 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but it could have been 1, 3. Oh, it was a mess, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line 5, 35. 5 times 7, 35. No, it wasn't that bad. Right side of that line, 5 times 7, 35. Oh, okay. Because I also see the dragons in there, so kind of interesting. But with the 4 flowers, that would have been the more probable hand. And then Agata, north and south, 2s and 3s, but still far from that. All right, let's go on. Oh, well, we have a pair of flowers and a pung of 4 dots to start. Wow, that's pretty nice. All right, maybe I keep these and think of maybe the possibility of, what could we possibly do? Because any like numbers, the second line does not use flowers. So that hand would be a little challenging there. I'd have to give something up. Oh, what else could we possibly do here with the 2, 4, 4? Oh, this is ugly. Phyllis, do you see anything popping out at you? Let me know, but I don't see too much happening. I'm going to get rid of that. 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, maybe 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is really, there's hands that I'd want to play that use the flowers like this with the news or the 4 4s with the news. All right, I'll do that for now. See if we get something in that helps us. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 dot, 4 dot. That would give up these. Oh, this is really ugly. And I'll do this. It's going to be challenging, I think. Let's see. Oh, look at this. 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 times 3. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Three plus 4 equals 7. Oh, I have such little bits of stuff. Now I have another one of these babies, another dragon. Got no more wins in. I think I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, I get a south in. And now another 4. The like numbers with dragons is nice right there. It doesn't use those, but of course, if I kept the other wind, I still would have to, maybe I'll get it back. I don't know. Now I'm really going off the deep end here. I got that back. I have to pass 3. So I think, 2024. I don't think I gave up a lot of, but then that doesn't work with the reds and all that. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'll keep this here. Oh, this is really not exactly what I would want to do, but oh, now I get the 2s. If I might have had them to begin with. Oh my goodness gracious. I would have probably kept them and broken these up, maybe. Maybe. Flowers, 2024. 2024. Flowers, 2024 with the 4s. Oh, I don't know what to do here. I keep those? If I don't give anything up, I'm not going to have the opportunity to get tiles in. I think I'd almost rather do this and see if I could get something in this area now. I can't, hindsight's 2020, right? Another 2. I'll do 2 here. Look at that, all those 2, 4, 6, 8s without my soap that I gave up. And another green. Oh, wow. Well, I certainly have a lot of possibility if I do get 4 BMs in. Okay, this is gonna, oh, there's my soap. I want my soap back. Maybe something will come in to help me make a decision. Somebody's keeping the wins though. So I'm gonna get this out early. Ooh, wow. That would be so risky right now to lock myself into line 2 of any like numbers. Oh, it'd be so risky. I'm gonna say ignore right now. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, now I gotta form something together here. 2, 0. I don't have the other 2 for that with 4s. Okay, so that's not good, that one. So 2, 2, 0, 2, 4. I'm looking at line 3 under 2, 4, 2, 0, 2024. That's a possibility. But like numbers is probably my strongest one, even though I'm missing 4 BAMs. Okay, so that's that. That uses flowers. And then we have, okay, so really that's the hand that makes the most sense. Line 1, possibly, but I'm not going to be able to keep everything. So I think the 2 BAM has to go. Hope that I get a 1, 4 BAM in. That might be nice. I need a 2 crack if I play that. Okay, so either line 3 of 2024 or any like numbers is going to be it. Line 1 or 2. We'll see what happens. I hope I'm not missing anything here. If I am, I know Phyllis will unmute and yell. Right? That's what you're supposed to do when you think I missed something. Oh, early call. Okay, so we've got that. You know, is it weak? Yeah, it's weak. I need 4s for that. 4 BAMs. I don't need that at all. So flowers 2024 with 4s. So I do have that to get rid of and still keep like numbers as a possibility. Am I looking at it right? I hope so, because I am, or do I want to do 2, 0, 2, 4? What's easier? I can call the 2. Nope, it's still, nope, because of the flowers. So this would be the one I'm going to get rid of, even though I want to keep it. All right, so what are we playing? 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 7, 7, 9, or 4, 5, 6, 7? Whoa. Okay. Ah, my 4 BM. Okay, what's the easier hand to play? Well, let's take a look. Line number 3 of 2024. I've got my singles covered. I've got my pair covered. I need 2 more good picks to call the 4 BAM, but I could call the 4 dot. If I play any like numbers, I would want to hold that soap in case I needed to use the 4 dots as one of the pairs, but I am weak on both I need 2 pairs there. Unfortunately, this is not the stronger hand right here because of the fact I have to rely on the pairs. So the hand will be possibility. I could do line 1 of any like numbers. That could happen too if I start getting in more flowers. But in the meantime, I have to start giving up these dragons. And it looks like, Phyllis, am I missing something? Okay. It looks like, oh my God, how can I break those beautiful pairs of dragons up? But I'm not so upset when I have to do this for a couple reasons. One is I feel like there's somewhat safer discards right now because chances are, I've got 2 greens, one's out already. The reds maybe not, but nonetheless, if somebody else is using them as well, they may call it and put it up with a joker and I could grab some joker bait. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start dumping the reds first since there's 1 green out. And let's see what happens here. Well, the greens and the reds. So I feel good about it. I've got some nice safe discards going on here, right? Okay, I'll hold the 4 just in case I switch into line 1 of any like numbers. I have no jokers. I can't call much. And let's see if Joe calls this. Nope. Oh, all right. We got somebody playing north-south. Line 3, probably. All right, let's see if Joe needs this one. Nope. All right. So, I need jokers, but things could change depending if I get another flower. I don't know. All right, so he's playing 1, 2. So 2 dots or 2 BAMs. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you need this, Joe? Yep. Joe needed that one. Okay. Now I do want to look at this a little carefully. If I called for line 1, if I call the 4 crack as a pung, I would need 1 more good pick for the 4 BM to call that and 1 more to call the flower. And the other way, I need 2 good picks for the 4 BM. Randy, what would you do?
I would,
You would? No, I'm talking about line 1, any like numbers.
I,
No, line 1, any like numbers. Uh, Phyllis, what would you do? I actually probably have more of a shot with any like numbers because of the fact that I then can look for one tile for the 4BM. I know.
I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what Joe's doing.
Joe is doing 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7 with my 4BMs.
Oh, okay. Now I see the four, yeah, so see, he needs the 4BMs too.
Right. So I would be better off doing any like numbers because I only need one, or I only need a pung for the 4BMs, whereas the line number 3 of 2024, I need a Kong of 4BMs.
Right.
So actually, this is a better call. Crazy. I didn't think this was going to happen. But I know Agata's not using flowers and I know Joe's not using flowers. So I do have a good chance of getting a joker or a flower or something, right? I think this is what I'm going to do. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So now I know there's 3 greens out. I'm going to keep that. Don't know, but I'll get the soap out right now. All right, I'm committed. I was committed a long time ago, but 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We need to get this out. Oh boy, things are heating up here. Okay. Now, if it's thrown and Joe can't call it for Mahjong, I'll get it. Going to be interesting. All right, I'm not going to call that. I need to preserve that right now, so I'm going to let that go. Three dot. Okay. All right, I don't remember seeing an 8 dot. Oh, Wes could be playing 2, 4, 4, 6 with 8 dots. Maybe he needs 4s too. Well, let's throw it. Oh, oh, he needed that. Oh, that got me a little surprise, caught me by surprise. Okay. Well, thank you for, or you should thank me for my giving you Mahjong. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, beautiful. And Joe was definitely on call, right? Yep, he was on call. So, oh, he was on call, but he already had the 4BMs. All right, well, look, it was a good try. And Agata, north south with 1s and 2s, and she was holding a 4BM as well. Wow. If she had thrown that, I could have had a good shot because Joe, well, no, Joe didn't have his. I'm sorry, I was looking at it wrong. Joe definitely would have had it for Mahjong. I thought I was looking at 3 4s, but that's impossible. All right, good job. Good job. We'll play again. Let's see, what do we have? We have 3BM, a pair of 3BMs we'll work off of. So 2, 3, 4. I could keep all the stuff within 4 numbers of a run there, and even maybe, let's see, 3, 6, 9 possibly, but I wouldn't pass that right there. So I'm going to have to break something up. So I think I'll do, I also like, I also have this, but I'm not loving that hand. Let's see, we'll do this and this and this. Let's see what comes in. Hopefully something will give me some idea of what I need to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. How about with that possibility? All right. 3, 6, 9. How about this? We keep a little bit of 3, 6, 9 mixed suit. 3 bam, 6 dot. Nope, that's not going to work with the mixed suit there, but I'll keep it anyway. All right, let's see. Looks like my hand is headed into a direction of 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1 through 5, or something like that. I'll do all that to maximize, and here I am getting all these 1 suits again. That's pretty rare for me. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right, so we've got 1 through 5. The pair of 2s is taken care of, but not the pair of 4s. We've got 1 joker. Could be a flower 3 suit, but it's probably not going to be. Any like numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do this, this, and this, which is a gorgeous pass, but I'm not going to pass my flower. So I hope, Agatha, this makes you happy. If it does, thank me later. All right, nothing here happening for me. And I don't know, reason to keep this here at all. 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 so I can hopefully get something in. Nope. Okay, well, we've got options. So let's see, I can call the 5 only right now if I do 1 through 5. I'm just going to look at the board and get out tiles that are not out, which is what I do. And just keep dumping tiles. Okay, I don't need to call that right now because if I'm playing 1 through 5, I have my pair covered. Now I get that in. We'll see. No commitments to anything yet. Okay, so if I call the 3 bam, I can call the 5 bam. I need 1 good cover for that. Or if I call the 3 bam, I could also play flower 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5. So either way, I could use that 3 bam and still keep it open to line 1 consecutive run or line 3. So we'll do that. Okay, so that is not going to be happening. And I think that's the second 2 bam. Yep. Okay, so I can call that. So I'll call that. And now I'm committed to line 1 through 5. And make sure. Okay. Now I want someone to call the flower and put it up with a joker, please. No. All right, don't need that. I need a 1-bam or a joker to call the 1-bam. All right, I'll get the flower out now. All right, 7 crack up front here, 6 crack here, 6 crack here, 7 crack went out earlier and hasn't repeated, so I'll get that out. All right, so we've got line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 as one possibility. What else? 4, 5 dot 6, 7 dot consecutive run, or 3, 4 dot 5, 6 dot. Oh, that was fast. That was fast. My goodness, 4 jokers. They help. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, line 1. And then West was playing East and West with, oh, the pair. Third from the bottom under Winds and Dragons. I like that hand, actually. It's hard. That's a hard hand. And Agata was playing with the Dragons with the single news. And she needed a West. And so West was holding her West. But there was still one left. Let's see where. Where's that other West? Or did it go out? Nope, it's right there. She probably wouldn't have made it. Somebody would have Mahjong before. Okay, we could do one more quick hand. And now I've got quite a few wins here. So I think I'm gonna look at some win stuff too. Working off of my multiples, the 6, north and south with 5, 6 or 6, 7 would work. 5, 6, 7. That also gives me multiple suit run, mixed suit run. So I think I'll do, let me think about this, 3, 4, 5. I also like 3, 4, 5, flower, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. That's the third hand from the bottom. It is a quint of flowers, but you never know. I think I'm going to do this, this, and this. Let's see what happens. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Nope. Nothing yet that I want to keep. 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a nice 2 suit pung pung. 3, 4 dot 5, 6. That's a nice little thing there going on. It's going to limit me if let me do 2 right now and see what happens here. If anything shows me any other, no. No, but I have to continue. 7. Have to continue. So I think I'm gonna give up on the that quint flower hand, third from the bottom. I can keep other options here. 6, 7, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7. I don't know what's going to happen here. Let me just see. North and south with the 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Oh boy. I don't know what's going to happen here. I just know I have to pass. So I think I'm going to do that right now. Now I'm seeing north, south, 4, 5, 6, the pairs as well. But look at this now. Shoot. That's the north, south with the, all right, let me move these out of the way. This looks like a deja vu of an earlier hand. 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. Let's see. 3, 4. I got to break something up. Unfortunately, I can't keep anything here. 5, 6, 7. All right. I can't keep it all. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8 as a backup right there. Let's do this. I guess I could do all 3 of those. I don't know. This is going to be such a, I need jokers for sure. I'm going to need to get real lucky here. Well, I guess I might as well hold those. And now that I have 2 of them. Oh, do I want to make a commitment right now? I do not. I'm just not going to do it. I have so little going on right now. 6, 7, 8. Oh, I should have kept that 8 dot. Uh, you know, that, wow, no, 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 no. All right, that'll help a little bit. Now what do I do? I keep these because I never know. I may get some east. Maybe I could do east, west, or north, south. I'll just get rid of these. Oh, do I want to call and commit to that? I could use it if I do end up with a mixed suit, which I didn't plan on originally very well, or I wouldn't have gotten rid of that 8. I guess I'll call it. What the heck? I have such, like Phyllis said earlier, I have such crap. She said it. Those were her words. Oh, can't call it anyway. Okay. All right. That would be smart to keep. 5, 6, 7 crack. All right. So now that south, a south and a north went out, I'm going to hold the west for that remote possibility of getting more of those in. And not that it makes sense completely, but I don't know. 5, 6, 7. Because there's only one more of those and there's all of those left. So I guess I'll do these. Always the way, right? Well, no, I mean, it went my way a few times tonight. So, okay. So I only need to get in a couple of, this might have been the bad move, but whatever. And we'll do this north. All right, so 5, 6, 7 is better now. 5 dot. I've got my 6 BMs. I can call the 7 crack. I never thought that I was going to be switching over to that hand. Oh my God. Line 3, right side, 5, 6, 7 mixed suit run. This is really nuts. Oh, golly. I love it. Thank you, Agatha, for your joker. Okay, I'm in good hands now. And the West is as safe as it can be. So I'll throw, oh my God. Now, you just don't know sometimes when you don't have the exposures. So I don't feel too bad about giving Mahjong. There were so many discards left. Look at that. 60, 2/3 of the game left. Hope everybody had fun. Thank you guys for joining in. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys on Wednesday nights. And if you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so. It's MahjCon, MahjCon. Click the bell so you get notifications. Check out, there's a lot of good video content there, all Mahjong related. So check out the videos, and if you like what you see, please give a thumbs up. And I will be seeing you guys next Wednesday night. I want to make sure, I think there's 1 week. Next week is good. So, yeah, it looks like there are no weeks right now. I don't know. I may take my birthday off. That's on a Wednesday. So we'll see. All right, guys, until I see you again, practice, 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 and have a good rest of the week. Good night, everybody.